We're here at the farm at South Mountain, and joining you now is Director of Marketing, Ashley Oakscott, to talk gardening. Welcome, Ashley.
Hi, thanks so much for coming.
Gardening is a very popular topic these days. What makes it a good hobby for any age?
You know, it's really something that gets you outdoors, especially in Arizona. We have such great weather. It's impossible to not be able to grow a garden here. So it's something that's healthy. It's something that gets you outside. It's something that makes you have your own food at your house. So it's something that helps you save on bills. And it's just something that brings you joy when you're outside doing the gardening.
Absolutely. Now, my family and I recently moved into a new home, and we've been talking about growing a garden. So what are a few easy tips to starting your own garden?
So I would look for a space in your yard that is going to get some morning sun, but in the afternoon, not as much sun. Between 2 to 5 in Arizona is when the rays are going to beat down on your plants the most. So if you're not going to be able to get shade, you're definitely going to want to create your own shade during that time of day. You'll want to start small. You don't want to get overwhelmed. You know, you want to make sure that you're taking care of the plants that you do put into the soil. So starting with herbs, peppers, tomatoes, basil is a great one. Just putting those kind of plants in that are perennials that can last all year long and, you know, really bring fruitful things to the table for you. That's definitely something to start with.
Okay, taking mental notes.
Yeah.
Let's talk nutrition. That's something that's very important. What is the benefits, nutritional benefits, of eating a homegrown veggie versus one that you would purchase from a supermarket?
Obviously, if you're going to go the organic style route, you're not putting those pesticides into the vegetables that you are growing. So that's the first starting health tip for you. Second, when you go out into your backyard, you're making dinner and you pick those herbs, you pick those tomatoes for a sauce you're making, you're getting all those nutrients right away. Because when something is store-bought and it's sitting in the fridge for, you know, a day to a week, you're losing those nutrients right there. So you're getting the most nutrients when you just pick it fresh from your own garden.
So you all recently took over the garden acre here. How's that influenced the way you cook your meals here at the farm?
Yeah, so we have soil and seed garden here at the farm now. It's towards the back of the property. And actually, Chef Dustin Cristofolo of Quiescence Restaurant, he is the one that plans what goes into the gardens now. So everything in each row, he knows exactly what's in there, and he knows what he's going to be able to harvest for the menus. The menus change every week depending on what's ready to be harvested. So it's a great thing for him and his chefs inside the restaurant. They can go out there, they can see what's going to be ready and come up with some great new creations for the menu. Another great thing is our grower Billy, he's finding out what are some new things that can be grown in Arizona, what he wants to experiment with, and him and Dustin can go back and forth and really talk about how they could create something great for the restaurant by just growing it here on the property. Being able to harvest something that morning and then having it on a plate that evening, you're not going to see anything more fresh here in a restaurant in Arizona.
Share with us a little bit more about the soil and seed garden market.
So what we don't use from the garden that can be harvested that week for the restaurants here at the farm, we have 3 restaurants. Those are sold on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So people can come, you know, grab breakfast or lunch and then head over to Soil and Seed, and over near the shed at the garden, we have a little farmer's market that happens each week. So it's great for you to be able to buy local, support local, help us keep the garden going.
Definitely. Now you have something called a CSA. What is that?
Yes, so a CSA, which is also known as a co-op, is called a Community Supported Agriculture Program. And basically what this does is you pay up front in the beginning of the season, and then each week you can come to the garden and you get a bag of goodies. So right here on this table, you'll see we have some eggs, we have a salad mix, we have farm citrus, and lots of greens. So each week you'll get a different variety depending on what's being harvested. We put a little recipe in there for some of the things that are different that maybe you won't see at the supermarket. And then you can go home and cook it yourself. So it's a great way to support us at the farm so that we can continue this great garden.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like so much fun. Well, thank you so much, Ashley, for joining us.
Yes, thanks for coming.
If you'd like more information on the many programs here at the farm, just head over to their website.